Pointed with that. What's your assessment of the performance?
The assessment that the first 30 minutes were definitely not enough. Not a team that showed in those first 30 minutes that the same face that they showed in the last couple of weeks was just too little. Not necessarily in terms of how the setup was, but just too little energy. Didn't go after them. Maybe a little bit scared. I don't know what happened there. It was definitely not enough, and and then you're on the back foot right away. Meanwhile, in the second half, I thought we got better into the game right away, and then it's one of those games where certain moments or certain decisions are not going your way, where I actually don't understand how the foul on Cam Evans cannot be called. Maybe the ref was affected by what happened in the first half, but nevertheless, it's like every week I get different excuses why fouls are not being called, and those excuses are completely invalid.
Yeah, you mentioned that first half an hour. After that, your players did seem to improve when you got them over. What did you exactly say to them about that first period?
Just that they need to put more effort into the game. I mean, that's the basis of everything. Right, that's how games are being decided, with the effort that you put in. And again, I think in the second half we started way better, and then one decision changes the game.
And it's not that your side is struggling to create chances; it's just the finishing them at the end.
Yeah, I mean, when you're trailing 2-0, it's always hard to get back. And again, one thing that I cannot take away from the boys, that they're trying hard. That they, despite the scoreline, they show character, and I think still we could have come back. Hit the post with Bobby Lee. I'm happy for him that he scored the goal, but again, it was just too late.
You mentioned that your players were a bit scared. What do you think that comes from? Because surely
I didn't say they were scared. I was just making assumptions. I don't think they were scared. I just think they were not really sure about that. I just want them not to fall back into old patterns where you might be a little bit too relaxed after you have a couple of good games back to back and get out of the bottom two. Maybe it's the pressure that we need for them to perform, which was in the past, and which should not be the case. We need to be way more proactive rather than just reacting to what's happening on the pitch. We need to take the initiative and be a team that starts on the front foot, that starts being brave on the ball, and that was definitely missing in the first 30.
And after being on a good run of form as well, why do you think you struggled to start with momentum or create momentum today?
I mean, Colchester also, they have some good players in the lines that can connect passes, that can play through the lines, and maybe at times we were a little bit too wild when it came to that. But again, it's not that it created one chance after the other. It's when they had a chance, it was a header from 9 yards away. It's not really a big chance to me. Also under pressure, so we have to go back to the drawing board and get going again. And it's I don't want to take anything away from what the boys have done on the last couple of weeks. I mean, they've really showed a great face, and we have to just analyze the game and get going again.
10 games to go, Barnet up next. Do you think your players can still do it?
Yeah, I have full faith in them, 100%. 100%. They've shown it. I mean, it's again, we need to be self-critical of what we've done not so well, what we have done well as well in the game. Not everything was bad in the game. There were way more positives that I can take away from it, especially in terms of the character that they showed. And again, we could have also stand here right now talking about a great comeback and 1 point, but it didn't fall for us, and we have to just go again.
Thank you very much.
You touched on at the end there. Where can you build on a result like this?
Like I said, the boys have again didn't give up. right? They even with 10, 15 minutes to go, they kept going. They tried pushing forward. Once they, took the initiative, which for me was in the second half definitely the case. They showed what they can do, and unfortunately, again, Bobby hits the post. If it's 1 inch more to the left, it's probably going in. We get at the end of things, and we create moments. We get into the box. Didn't fall for us, unfortunately, but again, we create chances, and we need to just keep pushing forward and try to be better from the get-go.
There was also a very late goal for Jenkins at the end. Were you happy with his reintroduction to the squad?
Yeah, it's good to have him back. He's a great character, brings a lot of energy, which I think you saw when he came on. He wins his tackles, he's driving the ball, and it's good to have him back.
And now it's a full week until the next game away to Barnet. Does that mean, in your opinion, you'll feel more prepared ahead of it?
No, I think we're prepared. We're prepared in every game. Again, preparation is one thing, right? How you set up the team, but then it needs to be filled with life. And that was a little bit low in the first 30, but once they got going, and I believe we started the second half really well. But once they get going, they show what they can do, and they can be on the front foot and on top of the opposition. But again, it didn't fall for us again today, unfortunately. But we keep going. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Christian.